Hello and welcome to another episode of the Back2Warcraft podcast. It is May 26th, 2021. Getting towards the end, halfway through 2021, actually. I'm joined by Neo. Neo, how are you doing, buddy?
I'm on the good end of the horrible side. I see the light at the end of the tunnel. Things are getting... Some stuff is getting better. Some stuff is getting worse. I'm still not fine. I'm still exhausted. But it's... we're getting there. I feel energized.
That light at the end of the tunnel, is that just June full month vacation and we're getting closer and closer? You're
yeah.
Like, I don't have to worry about any of this shit for a good month.
So I think we teased that at a certain podcast. I'm not too sure anymore. But Sunday is ESL Meisterschaft finals in Berlin. So I'm going to go with Remo and Slash to Berlin. The players won't be there, but we'll be in the studio like the last times we did. And that is the last cast for me until July. I take the entirety of June off. Doesn't go for the podcast. I'm going to be here for the podcast. But apart from that, it's hands off. I won't organize anything. I won't cast anything. I won't tweet anything from the Back2Warcraft Twitter, at least. I'll use my personal one, probably. But yeah. Oh yeah. I'm going on vacation.
Much needed. Before we came in, did you normally take a month off, or?
It's just like not much deserved, but much needed.
Take a dude, honestly,
because you're a filthy prick at the moment.
No, it's because you're getting to be a pain in the ass. We're being honest. You're getting moody. I can see the moods. You need to take the time. I'm saying that for your own well-being because no, this is a good thing. Normally, do you take a full month, or is this here with the new team expansion? Like, do you have more time? Like, did you normally just take a full month?
Normally, normally I'm happy when I got 3 days off.
Yeah, like I feel like this is new for you.
Yeah, it absolutely is. I think I got a week off in between Christmas and New Year's or something last year, but I'm not too sure anymore. Everything is a blur, so I have no clue at all. I got a feeling that last summer I spent a week on our terrace, but I can't remember that either. So yeah,
you definitely took at least a week last year.
Yeah, maybe it was a week. I'm not too sure, but yeah.
So a week where nobody could find you is absolute chaos, and when you go for this month, trust me, it will remain chaos.
Oh yeah.
But it is what it is, man. You did a great job at Dreamhack. Great production. It's hard work, long hours. That burns you out. Do you feel like it's getting easier, or do you feel like it's just it's just a long fucking week?
At the moment, I kind of get tired when I see the words Warcraft, when I see the number 3, when I see the abbreviations WC3 and B2W. That makes me tired. So I sleep a little better, but yeah, I'm kind of done with working on the topics. Like, I don't follow the Discord channels anymore at the moment. That's like the first step. But yeah, it was a lot. But yeah, Dreamhack. I want to say that I'm like, now that Asia is over, I'm kind of want to say that we were extremely lucky that everything went as good as it did, because some things, we're kind of gluing sticks together here with the Dreamhack production. So obviously, we don't have a big studio. We do everything remotely, and we are kind of dependent on my internet connection. And the internet infrastructure in Germany is absolutely horrible compared to other nations at our status. So it could be there could be a disconnect at any time, but there wasn't. That was good. I like that. The player cameras, I knew they would be working for Europe and America, but I had no guarantee that this is working for Asia, especially China. So we just went, give the link to the players and we'll see. And it did work surprisingly well. Like, the Asian cameras were even better than Foggy's camera. I have no idea what was up with Foggy's camera.
Blinking?
That was It was just a green mist at times. You know that, right? It happens to your camera sometimes as well.
Yeah, the missing no from Pokemon.
Exactly, missing no. Yeah, that was kind of cool. And of course, we always have Wong with us to do the Chinese translation, but the Korean translation is kind of a bonus, and we don't have a fixed person for that because Sladin has a real life job as well, has to do his own stuff. And we weren't 100% sure if he's available all the time. And then he wasn't. So at one day we didn't have a Korean translator, but then Lawlight's friend Min stepped up, and now he's part of the translator team as well. So we just glued stones to the already glued together sticks, and everything was working fine. No disconnect in any game. That was great. PC did everything we wanted. That was great. So I think we're once again pretty lucky. Like, imagine my PC burns out because it's a lot of like tasks, it's a lot of heavy load on the machine. Just imagine it dies on a Wednesday. Where do I get a new streaming machine from Wednesday to Thursday? We would be fucked.
Yeah, that's pretty risky. And like it just all falls on you, right? Like nobody really cares. It's like, we'll fix it. Right? Like you're screwed. Like you're just screwed. Absolutely screwed. Yeah, that's pretty scary. Also, like the webcam, like trusting the webcam with the Asia servers and networks, it's like that's like so stressful. Like I don't think people understand, like when you're not sure about something and you just go into the dark live, that is like, I don't know about you, but I just think in the back of my head, like this is gonna be something I have to deal with in like 15 minutes, like 10 minutes, 5 minutes. Oh, here we go. Did it mess up? Oh, okay. And you know, sometimes it just does. But no, I think the production was great. I think everything. Well, I mean, I can speak for myself, but everything looked smooth. I think if players didn't have player cameras, we kind of dubbed it down to like it just wasn't working, or players just decided not to. But people got used to like the 50-50.
Yeah, I think so
right?
too.
Like, yeah, I don't think it was a big deal. Like,
it's
people didn't really complain.
It's very unlike channel points, where they spam 4 minutes if there's no prediction. With the webcams, it was like, okay, it's really cool if they're there. Of course, in the first 2 minutes of the game, it was like, hey, no camera off. And sometimes it was my fault. I think once or twice it was my fault because I didn't refresh the feed. Sometimes players joined late. Sometimes they had the wrong link, so two players tried to access to the same link. Yeah, kind of easy stuff to fix for next time. But yeah, I'm kind of happy for the first time in forever how this went.
We got our champions, right? Obviously, Happy, Hitman, and Moon. Moon was crowned on the weekend. That's exciting.
Yeah, really cool to see him against Colorful in the finals. It was like a match of generations. It was nice to see.
Yeah, it's something like that we can't really do with NA and Europe because NA is so stuck in its ways with Hitman is probably going to win. Maybe Cruncher. Happy is going to dominate in Europe. Maybe Foggy. But in Asia, we actually have, like, I have no idea who's going to win this week. Or I like look at Colorful's run. Like from the Dreamhack regionals, he was last place, worst performance ever. Now he gets second place, beating everyone, like just stomping every single person. I think he destroyed Sock. Focus got annihilated. It wasn't even really close. Yeah,
I'm not even sure if Focus played that match or Computer Insane. They're kind of the same.
Yeah, he dumpstered him. Like it was ridiculous. And then of course, you know, even I tweeted at game 5, it was 2-2, and I was like, this is Colorful's moment. This would have been so sweet. Similar to Lawlight, like finally getting close to that brink, and he did have a taste of gold eventually, but Colorful I don't think has yet. And I'm excited about this kid.
Yeah, man. We have the fall season and the winter season, so let's go. If you have any ways for us to improve the broadcast, the tournament, whatever, let us know. Put it in the comments! I think there's no comments on Spotify, and I don't read anything on Apple Music. But hey, if you're on YouTube or Patreon, put it in the comments.
Are there comments on Apple Music?
I don't know, but you can rate stuff. Hey, give us 5 stars. You get a high five for 5 stars.
There you go. I think the podcast is actually doing pretty good. I mean, we kind of just like shoot the shit, which is the whole point. But a lot of good feedback. People are cool about it. It's like the only thing on YouTube that people are actually pretty cool about. In regards to me, I've been taking a shit kicking on the YouTube, man. I'm not gonna lie.
Just wait until the episode of last week goes online. Can't wait for your comments there.
Yeah, that'll be pretty brutal. But yeah, we'll see. I mean, we're having a good time. I think we're enjoying ourselves. So like, what's your final take on Dreamhack? Like next season, fall, we will have just EPT points, nothing crazy, qualifiers, closed qualifiers, same event. Like it's gonna be the same format. What do you think about? I personally like it. I like the structure. I've gotten used to it. And now that the Anaheim thing is done, I do think we're just gonna see the best players now.
Yeah, I think so too. It's now pretty much established, right? So I don't think there's gonna be too much of crazy stuff. I do have an idea to improve. I'm never satisfied with anything really. This was already better than last time because we had Zoom, because we had the player cameras, but I feel like, damn, I saw this one thing on the StarCraft broadcast. I want to have that myself. I saw something on the CSGO broadcast. I want to have that too. So work never stops really. But yeah, for first season of the year, it was really good.
So you're doing ESL Meisterschaft. The finals are coming up. This is the finals, right? The semifinals and the finals.
True.
Top 4.
Yeah. All best of 5.
So pretty much the Undeads and Todd.
True. Mousesports versus Todd. Isn't that spicy?
Do you think there's going to be drama there, or do you think it's whatever?
Dude, I'm not sure. I just saw today on Ente's YouTube that the Mousesports guys are actually all here in Hamburg. Maybe I'm meeting with them tomorrow. I'm not too sure yet. But yeah, they're all playing from Hamburg, so I don't know. I can only imagine if they do a boot camp from like Friday to Monday or something, that there's going to be a lot of jokes, and then maybe we will hear some of them on the broadcast. I'm not too sure. Like Xlord did it on the Dreamhack broadcast, and kind of called for Todd to be cancelled on Twitter. Just Juan is like pretty chill about it, I guess, if I'm not mistaken, if I'm not forgetting something. But he's at least the most chill about that whole topic, and that's his first opponent. So if Juan defeats Todd, then I guess there's not going to be drama. But if Todd is in the finals, man, things are going to be real spicy.
So this was interesting too, because, you know, Todd's obviously playing Juan. I don't think Todd's played Juan for a while, but he did play Ente in his group. So Ente was able to beat him 2-1 the first time, and then Todd 2-0. So this is...
Yeah, the first time kind of doesn't count because Todd was playing Orc.
Oh, is that right?
That was the first game in his entire career where he was off racing, according to Liquipedia.
Oh,
and Todd is playing for quite some time.
And then the time he played human, he 2-0'd. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So maybe this Todd does look pretty strong going against these undeads, but Juan's really good. I don't even know how I rate these guys. Obviously, Xlord number 1.
Yeah.
I'd probably put Juan ahead of Ente if we're being honest.
Oh yeah.
And then Ente probably the third best on the team based on just performance.
True.
So Todd's gonna have a bit of a test, and then obviously probably going up against Xlord. That's gonna be a really good grand final. The fact that you guys are casting that offline is pretty exciting too.
Yeah, it's kind of sad and kind of cool that this is now the 3rd season of Meisterschaft, and we never had the Xlord versus Todd game. That never happened. Not in the group stage, not in the playoffs. It never happened. I think we had it at one War 3 Champions tournament or something. But that didn't really count. I feel it was a best of 3. It wasn't the high stakes Meisterschaft, big prize money, big preparation beforehand. So if that happens, this is going to be a banger, and numbers will probably be through the roof.
Oh, that's crazy. Yeah, I guess Todd lost to Spiral in season 1 in semis, and then
to Ente.
Todd lost to Ente, in season 2.
Yeah, it's gonna be good. I'm so much looking forward to casting in the studio again, because it's so chill. It's kind of reminiscent to how we did the regional finals. You do have a production, you can just focus on casting and talking. We do have a host, so I don't even have to come up with stupid interview question. That's a part of broadcasting I really hate, by the way.
Is the host that guy with the backwards cap again?
Yeah, exactly. Ask
I don't know who that guy is, but he seems pretty cool.
He's super nice, super chill. And Nuhiro, the admin of War 3 IL, is going to be with us as an observer for the third time. So, yeah, just great souls coming together, and I can just cast and shoot the shit with the boys and maybe have a beer or two in the evening. It's a Champions League final on Saturday, so we'll probably watch that. I don't know. But yeah, some social activities in a different city, being in a hotel. That's so refreshing. Like, of course, there's no spa at the hotels or anything. There's no big buffets, but just getting out of my own 4 rooms is pretty great. I'm even looking forward to the train ride to Berlin, which is just, I don't know, 1.5 hours, but just getting away for a bit. It's gonna be so good.
Are you guys open up in Germany? Because we're full lockdown. Like, we don't have hotels open or anything. I can't go get a beer.
No. Hotels is only open if you're there for work. So you need like a permit.
Oh, okay.
And slowly they're opening up like terraces again, but you can't go to like a restaurant and sit inside. You have to eat on the outside and get a beer on the outside. But yeah, just as of this week, so it's really, really slow. But yeah, we're getting there. It's accelerating. I'm on some lists for vaccines. I hope I'm getting fast and whatever. But yeah, the get outside of my four rooms thingy, kind of, I don't know if I told that on a broadcast, something like that. I'm living with 3 other people, and they're super duper mega awesome. But if you're living with 4 other people, there is pretty much no space to be alone, except your own room. So if I go to the kitchen, somebody is cooking already, or sitting there and having a beer. If I'm going to the terrace, the neighbors are coming along with their dogs and like, oh my god, I just want to be alone. I don't want to small talk right now. I know the weather is shit. I know we're still in lockdown. Fuck you. That's no news to me. So they're always there. And of course they have a right to be there because they live here as much as I do. And I'm probably pretty annoying when I'm screaming here from my room at the top of my lungs. The walls aren't too thick. So we all tolerate each other. But I had this one spot of peace. And that was my room's window. If you look outside that window, there's like...
Oh no, that's so sad, dude. You're just sitting right on the edge of the bed, staring out the window. Just oh no.
And it's not even a pretty view. Like there's another building in like 15 meters apart or something, with a little bit of nature, some birds, some trees. Everything was quiet and peaceful. And now, at the ground floor, there's new neighbors in that building across from my room. There's some Russians, and I think they are super fun to hang out with because they are partying all the time. And they're listening to loud music, some Russian ultra techno. I have no idea what that is.
Oh, really? Like they're doing like rave music?
Oh yeah.
My
Nightcore. It's called Nightcore. This, you know that? It's like super pump techno music, and then anime voices over it, right? Stuff like that. Or they listen to super shitty German music like Rammstein or Böse Onkels. Which
you don't like Rammstein?
Yeah, I know they're pretty famous overseas, but it's not my music. It's not my kind of music. But yeah, Böse Onkels is kind of, or at least was, in the 80s something, a neo-Nazi band, and then they said, oh, we're out of that genre, but everybody who's a little bit in the closet about being a Nazi fuck still listens to them, and there's oftentimes an entry band for stuff like that. So
is that like a thing?
What?
Like there are like secret like people that still believe that stupid shit?
Oh yeah.
Oh jeez.
Oh yeah. Bad. There's a lot.
I think we'd be way past it by now.
Oh no. So yeah.
Does that like come out at parties? Like you go out with people and then like they have too much to drink and then they say something and you're like, oh no.
They don't have to be drunk to say that stuff.
Oh really? The brashness. Oh
yeah,
unbelievable.
There's a party here in the parliament as well, and yeah, it's kind of sad. But anyway, so my one peaceful spot is gone as well. That's just what I wanted to brag about. Not brag, complain about.
Sometimes it's good music, but like sometimes you just want no music, and And you kind of cast late too, right? So you don't get that window time until what, 7, 8, 9, 10 at night. So that's when the music is flaring.
Yeah, exactly. So the time I enjoy most here is between 3 a.m. and 7 a.m. when everybody else is sleeping. Obviously, they have normal jobs, and that is now the only time I have peace.
So take me through. This is the first time in years you're gonna have a month off. Years?
Yeah.
COVID shutting you down. You can't really go anywhere. What are you gonna do?
Nothing. Reading.
Reading? What are you gonna read?
I'm quite a fan of Haruki Murakami. He's a Japanese writer, and he got some good shit. And I have like 3 books of his that I didn't read yet, so that's on my list. And I got a book called I Never Played the Game. That's by a sports commentator. I forgot the name. But he's talking about being a play-by-play commentator who has no idea about the game that he's casting. So he is calling football, but he never played football, or he was doing basketball.
That's relatable for you.
See, right? Yeah, exactly. So I thought that
maybe I'll take that book right after.
Exactly. I think that's kind of cool to have some input on that. Yeah, it's called I Never Played the Game. And I will probably read that last before going back to casting to have some new inspiration for my casting.
Sleeping in?
Oh yeah, I will probably sleep for 2 weeks of that 1 month.
You think you won't get out of bed for like 2 weeks? You're that kind of guy? Like you'll just write off, like days will go by and I'm still in bed. You get up to piss, get up to eat something, but back in bed reading a book, chilling?
Oh yeah. Depending on the weather and how hot it is, but yeah, pretty much.
That's a good feeling. I've done that before. Like if I have the weekend off, like it's Friday, Saturday, now it's like Sunday at 1 p.m. and I'm like getting out of bed and I'm like, whew, there it goes. There goes the weekend. But you got a whole month.
Yeah, time travel is real sometimes.
Certainly is. That's cool, man. That's cool that you do reading. You do like, are you gonna like exercise? Like do you have a beach there? Like do you like maybe put on a thong and go for a run or?
You wish, man. No, I'm not gonna exercise. Yeah. I'm here to chill. You know, I'm not here to stress myself even more and sweat and be exhausted. I'm exhausted already. I don't need to be more exhausted.
So, and do you cook?
Oh,
or
yeah.
Is the kitchen always crowded? So
I think I'm gonna cook quite a bit. New recipes or something. I don't know. I do a very good orange chicken, I believe.
Oh, hell yeah.
It's good. But yeah, I will definitely do that. That's pretty good.
With rice?
Yeah.
There you go. Attaboy. That's cool, man. Interesting month to take a time off because I do think this month is gonna this June we got some big announcements for June.
Oh yeah. But you know the thing is, we have 2 tournaments that we are contracted with. That is of course Meisterschaft and that is of course Dreamhack. And there's no Meisterschaft and there's no Dreamhack in June. So that's pretty much the only month where I can take time off.
It's got to be a full month, eh?
You're worried?
Can't be through. Of course, man. This is gonna implode. I don't think you have any idea. You're gonna be sleeping fine, reading, Hamlet and stuff, and we're just gonna be like, no, we'll be fine. We'll hold down the fort.
Dude, I remember. I don't know when that was. Maybe 2 years ago. There was also a phase where we were casting a lot, and I had to go home to my parents for maybe it was a birthday or some kind of holiday or maybe a funeral. I'm not 100% sure, but it was the first time in a long time that Remo was on his own, and I'm arriving at my parents' house, and I finally got like a connection again to like Wi-Fi or something because the internet is shit in that rural area. And I have like 4 messages like, what the fuck is Remo doing on stream? Can you shut down the stream? This is horrible. What is Remo doing?
Oh my
God, he was a little drunk, I guess.
Uh-oh. Yeah, well,
maybe that was around
obviously.
Christmas. I'm really not too sure. But yeah, you gotta take care of the others, right?
Yeah, of course. I mean, yeah, of course. We're all one big team. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. There might be some things that get lost in translation, but if you're going to take time off, you're taking time off. It is what it is, but we'll be fine. There's a lot going on too to keep us busy. So I think for the most part, I mean, the month of June is pretty packed. So we'll be working. So are you gonna watch the channel?
Probably not.
You're just gonna write it off. You turn on your phone, you turn on Twitch, you see Back to Warcraft live, you're like, fuck it.
Yeah,
they got it.
My mind is occupied with Warcraft pretty much 24/7, so I have to get away from Warcraft as well. Like, not chill and relax, but just get that out of my head at least for a bit. Like, I wake up, there's Warcraft. Like, I eat dinner, there's Warcraft. I cast, there's Warcraft. I go to bed, there's Warcraft. So, need a little distance. It can't occupy my mind all year.
And you're sucked in. Like, people don't understand. Like, you don't just get to turn off the stream and go to bed and like carry on. Like, your DMs are popping 24/7 because the Asians are on their time zone, the Europeans are on their time zone, and then we have you have the Canadians bothering you. So you're literally getting DMs at 6 in.the.morning, 6 at night, 4 in.the.morning.
Did you notice that I direct everybody to you now?
Yeah, I have noticed that. I was gonna bring that up to you. Okay, so I don't know what's going on, but I think I've had 4 people approach me this week, and they go, "Hey, I'll just send you the copy pasta. I sent it to Neo," and then your reply is, you know what? I'm taking a little bit of time off. Can you just talk to Bidu about this? And then like, I just get lambasted with these questions, and I can answer them for the most part. But there's some things that I don't have like full access to, and I'm like, I can't help you with that. So then I've come back to you, and you just ignore me because you're like, I've already passed the buck. So
no, that was okay. One guy wanted to have statistics of our stream, and I told him that everything is already, like, our 2020 stats are on all our socials, and for 2021 every month I posted how we do on the socials. Like, there's always a little graphic. This was Back to Warcraft in February, in March, just take it from there.
Yeah, I mean, there's public API for all of the stats for the channel. It's really not a hidden secret what our numbers are.
True.
So I just kind of referred him to, because Twitch only keeps so much stuff. But I said, like, the public API holds stuff from 2016 even. Like, it's all there, public, ready to be viewed, and you could see that from any Twitch channel. You know what their numbers are and what they do or whatever. But there was one guy that's like running like a custom game tournament. And I was like, because now I have to like consult the calendar, and I'm like, oh, okay. And honestly, one event, I don't know how you do 50, but like one event, I'm already like, I don't know if I can do. I don't know what to do. So like, I'm gonna try to make it work though. I think it's gonna be something for July, but it's exciting to do. I like that too, man. I'm not gonna lie. I've told you I want to take a bigger I don't know, bigger spot in Back to Warcraft, so I'm open to the challenge. All right, so there you go.
We'll see how you do.
The other
maybe
Muppets
you get a promotion. What?
Hey, that'd be cool. I said the other Muppets aren't capable, so you know.
Dude, I love when you call people Muppets. It's like it's not a harsh insult, but it's kind of belittling as well. I love that. It's also kind of cute, but also kind of awesome, because Muppets are definitely awesome.
Yeah, it's like a cute diss, you know?
Yeah.
Like
nice.
Like donut as well. Donuts are delicious.
Yeah.
Like, I call people donuts and Muppets. And
you want to put a hole in people too?
It's good. No.
Some people,
but
maybe
some people are edible though. Remo Demo's the haircut. I don't know what's going on with him lately. You get to see him in the flesh too.
How is he stepping up his game every week? Like, cutting the hair
Have
off.
you noticed that too?
Yeah,
like
disgusting, man.
It's like the past 2 weeks. Like, I don't know what he like went into a time capsule, came out looking like Han Solo back in the. I don't get it. Like, I'm like, dude, what? I'm like, have you been losing weight? He's like, a few pounds. I'm like, few pounds? You look delicious. Like, I don't understand.
Oh man! Every time someone says delicious, I got danger in my head, because we were in China once, and he has the best way of saying delicious. It's like this Peruvian, Spanish, English accent. Delicious. It's like it's so cool. I love Danger. Danger was amazing.
I like Danger too. Danger and Hunter are funny dudes, man. They're nightmares to play Warcraft 3 with.
Oh yeah, nightmares to take care of in China as well. Well, more Hunter than Danger, but yeah, really nice guys.
Yeah, that's they're funny dudes though. Okay, so you know, you got Meisterschaft, and then you're going on vacation. We've talked about the vacation. Big Daddy Bidu is going to hold the fort. Don't worry about it. But we've had some news this week. Let's talk about the one. I don't know too much about it. I just know that he was banned for 14 days on Twitch.
Oh, Insup.
But like, I don't know the actual details. So yeah, so I don't want to like, and we always talk about this guy, but it's either Xlord Todd or Insup lately. We gotta get some drama in Asia. I've been stirring the pot in Asia trying to see what's going on. So maybe we'll have an update about some Asia drama. But Insup gets a 14-day ban on Twitch. Yeah. I don't really want to paraphrase or get the situation wrong. So do you know the full situation?
Well, I know there's two things online, like three things online, right? And this is what we can comment on. First, there was a clip from a female streamer. Then there was Insup's tweet longer. And then there was the tweet by Twitch support that he's banned. So, there was a clip. Damn, I dug up the clip earlier, but I kind of lost it again.
We could just paraphrase. Do you want to just paraphrase?
So, there was a female streamer in the just chatting section. You can probably figure out what that means already. And Insup was watching that channel, and he was commenting on their looks and what they do. Live, exactly.
This, yeah.
And
so he pretty much said that this one girl's really hot, but the other girl is the ugly friend that like the friend brings to make her look good. Is that what he said?
That's like a cliche that everybody has heard about someone, right?
I've been that ugly friend.
That's real. that's like a thing in 90s teeny movies, and like it's nothing super spectacular, and it's not the craziest diss. Unfortunately,
now don't get me wrong. He said some fucked up shit. Yeah, like, it was really mean. Like it was really mean.
Okay, so
what he said.
What are you referring to? Because the meanest thing from that clip that I feel is ugly bitch or something.
Yeah, I would say that's pretty mean.
That is pretty mean.
I don't think you should ever call a woman an ugly bitch.
But people got not banned for way more.
100%, but I don't know them. Like, I feel like I know Insup, so like when I saw the clip, I was like, dude, that's rough. You know what I mean? Like, that's really rough.
Yeah, that wasn't the best thing to do. That's for sure. And there's another part to the story. So this apparently didn't come out of nowhere, because he was kind of baited into a situation. This is also what I see from OC's tweets quite a bit.
Okay, so so I think I understand that to a bit. So this all started because he started watching the stream on his stream. So he was like restreaming a streamer that just chatting this girl, right? And apparently she's getting donations, and like you get your name on like her face or whatever. And he was like, hey, I should donate for content. All right. So like I'll donate for content, see what happens. So he donates $5 apparently. And he says like, hey, write my name on your cheek. And he meant cheek on your face. But she took it as my ass cheek, apparently.
Well, it is also like, I think cheek, especially since the girls were pretty provocative and streaming in a pretty sexual way. So the one girl was biting the microphone stand and microphone cable, for example. So
yeah.
See, you know exactly. So
I don't even know what you're talking about, but whatever they do, you know.
Yeah, like... so it was definitely sexualized content that they did.
Okay, so when he tweets or when he donates with the cheek, they took it as sexual, like my butt cheek. Even though he claims that he meant face cheek, but English as a second language. I didn't mean that cheek, although I can understand how they misconstrued it. However, the thing that OC was complaining about is apparently she saw that he had a checkmarked verified Twitch ID, and she said, you're a verified Twitch streamer and you're going to come into other channels and act like this. So she said, allegedly, donate $20 and I won't report you. So this is after the $5 dono, just to get this whole thing rolling. Yeah. She says, you're so rude.
Little interruption. The source for this is the twit longer of Insup, because the VOD is not available anymore.
Yeah, so Insup has never kept his VODs since the DMCA strike. He just doesn't save his VODs anymore. So it's not like he deleted this one to hide anything. He hasn't been saving his VODs since the DMCA strike, which has been about a year. And this girl purposely destroyed her VOD. So she does keep her VODs, but she deleted this one. So speaks for itself. You could take what you want from that. But the point is, like, apparently, allegedly on stream, nobody can prove this, but a lot of people saw it. She basically blackmailed him into, you donate $20 and I won't report you because you're a verified Twitch streamer being a dickhead in my stream. And he didn't donate. So now we see her tweet initially, which was, people can get away with this. And she got a lot of important people to get on her side. I
don't even know them, but for clarity, like, this all happened before he insulted them.
Wait, hold on. I thought that she posted this the next day.
Oh yeah. She posted the next day, but the insults that we were talking about at the beginning happened after the alleged blackmailing.
So
he came to the channel.
Mm-hmm.
He donated the $5. He was asking for how much to put my name on your cheek. Then all that drama begins with, hey, you are verified, you're a partner, you gotta donate more or I will report you. And then comes the clip where he insults them. And then one day later, she tweets and apparently got famous people, I have no idea who they are, to support her.
They're prominent streamers. They're probably girls that are in the same category. Most of them were girls that are in the same category, like just chatting streamers, meaning that category, like just chatting Twitch streamers, verified.
What's the category called now?
Beaches, hot tubs, and pools. Pools, beaches, and hot tubs, or something.
Pools, hot tubs, and beaches. Yeah.
Yeah, this is a wild world we live in, man. But yeah, so long story short, she did some shady shit. He did a little bit messed up shit. But the explosion happened mostly on her front, and it's hard to defend himself. He got a 14-day ban. She didn't get any ban. Now, should she have gotten a ban for blackmailing? I think so. If that's alleged that she happened, obviously she's not going to show that. He doesn't keep the VODs. He's got no proof. So all we have is that clip where he said some nasty shit to a verified Twitch streamer, which goes against TOS. Maybe that's why he got 14 days. I've seen people get like 3 days banned for like showing genitalia. So, I mean, I don't even know how they scale these things anymore, but I know for 14 days for Insup is quite a ban. I mean, that's half a month. He's got about 500 subs right now. Half a month, man, like, of people not seeing. Hopefully he can bounce back from that. I never like when people lose their livelihood because of cancel culture. I think that's the stupidest shit ever. I don't understand it. I think you're accountable for your actions, but I don't like this witch hunting
it depends.
Society that we have now.
There's a very fine line, and I think we discussed this at least internally quite a bit, but I'm certainly more on the cancel culture. No, that's the wrong way to phrase it.
You're a social justice warrior. Just say it.
Censorship is very good, and punishing people for their actions can be very good, but this, to me, doesn't really cross a big line, to be honest. I've seen, like, there's, of course, way worse, but that's not really an argument.
You don't think it's misogynistic?
I mean...
What he said about the girl's friend?
I mean, if you're on Twitch, very lightly dressed, and you're writing people's names on your face, you're not really a feminist either, right?
So they deserve it.
I don't say they deserve it, but the ghost you're calling, or what's it in English?
You reap what you sow? Kind
of that, yeah. I mean, I don't know. It's just calling for that, and then you shouldn't be too surprised if you act that way. Oh, that... Well, of course, now there's going to be people that will be in the comment section.
People are going to like that.
In the comment section, oh, if ladies wear a skirt, should you be able to molest them? No, of course not, you idiots. But I don't know, man. They take money for writing names in their faces. That's kind of weird.
Yeah, but I find that so weird that you don't have an opinion about like him like trashing this chick that is just like, like, this kind of fucked up, isn't it?
Are you
like you didn't read that? Like I watched the clip and I was like kind of cringing. I was like, damn, that's fucked up. Like that's like if we were at a party and like he did that, I would like be like, even me, I would be like, whoa, that was.
If he did that at a party, she would rough, she would slap him, and she's probably stronger than him. Yeah, so in real life, I mean,
I did more push-ups than him, dude. Like he's not a very strong. He's a lanky kid. But I don't know. I find that so weird. I thought you were gonna have a bit of a more take on this because you've kind of been like, whether you like it or not, you've kind of been like this gatekeeper for the community of like behavior and like you've at least gone out of your way to be like a gatekeeper of behavior.
And for some reason
that's okay with you.
I'm not sitting here saying, hey, let's all go to the new category on Twitch with the bathtubs and insult everybody. It's clearly wrong. I don't really know what the fuzz is about. That it's such a big thing. Like, to a degree, get a slap on the wrist or something, and then it's fine.
What about just messed up behavior? You know, I don't really give a shit. Like, the truth is, I don't really give a shit because I don't care. But I am curious as to your mindset because you do have the social justice warrior. Like, I'm gonna ruin your life if you do something I don't agree with. And
for example, there was like one insult where people were saying, I think it was in game, maybe out game, to go ahead and kill yourself. This is like that. In my opinion, was 1,000,000 times worse. Than
crippling someone's self-esteem, crippling a young girl's self-esteem.
I don't think your self-esteem is that crippled if you're sitting in a bikini in front of 4,000 people.
I don't know. As someone that gets called like an ugly piece of shit and stuff, it's not nice. I don't think it's nice, and
clearly not nice. I do support that there is actions against that behavior, but if like
I mean, you've come at me. You've come at me with like lower shit than that.
True.
You know, so it's like I don't know where you draw the line, and I get a little confused.
Insup is but it's not part of my team though. It's just
true. Good point.
Yeah, just a streamer.
Good point.
And I mean,
it does way different when you're associated with them. I agree.
I like that there's punishment for these actions, but yeah, where do you draw the line then? And I think the line is getting lower and lower and lower for stepping into shit these days.
Meaning like you don't get away with anything anymore, or you get away with a lot more?
Of course people get away, but why do they get away? Do they have friends in high places on Twitch? Do you just need to know the right influencer to get a retweet and then it spreads? Is that the only metric that we have? Like how many likes you get on a report?
Yeah, it doesn't seem like.
Or where's the standard?
That's the thing. Like, that's the thing too. Like, if she blackmailed him, why is that not being investigated? It's like not
probably
an
because
issue.
There's
like,
no proof.
Right, but blackmail is a kind of serious offense, right? And if a lot of people have said it, wouldn't there be like an investigation onto like finding that out? But like for some reason we let that slide.
A lot of people also said that we weren't on the moon, so we shouldn't listen to a lot of people.
Yeah, but it's just so weird. It's honestly, it does become like a popularity contest. Who can draw more air? Who can draw a louder crowd in their favor?
Yeah.
And then that's the verdict that goes through. It's not facts. It's not like people actually figuring out the situation. It's really just, well, you know, I agree with her, or I agree with him, and it's like, well, they both kind of did shady shit. That's why like cancel culture is so scary. It's because like once you say something, it's not even yours anymore. It's really at the mercy of this mob. And sometimes they just want to like end your shit just because they're bored, or they, you know, there's some guys that don't even probably pay attention to the situation. They just like the streamer. And so they hate Insup now. And likewise with Insup, where they really like Insup and she's like trying to bring them down. So now they hate her, and they don't even look at what actually happened. They just look at who they like. And then whoever has the biggest wave.
Very good. Like totally different topic, but kind of the same thing. Today I tweeted, like today was a news where Blizzard stated that there's no BlizzCon this year. So the tweet by Blizzard said, an update on BlizzCon with a link. So I retweeted that with the text, another year without Warcraft 3 in the Blizzard eSport arena, Sag. Clearly, if there's no BlizzCon, there can't be anything in the BlizzCon arena, but people didn't even try to read anything.
They just took that as Blizzard's neglecting Warcraft 3
Yeah,
again?
exactly. And they were like, oh my god, they shit on Warcraft 3 once again. I'm gonna shit on Blizzard now as well. Like, yeah, guys.
Yep.
Like, someone said, shame, just shame. And like, dude, we have a global pandemic still going on. Not too many people are vaccinated right now. And you want to hold a convention in California for I don't know how many thousand people in like a convention center?
Yeah, you have to give context
dude?
next time. Like next time you have to go like hashtag fuck COVID or something, and people would know that you're talking about COVID. But
it was
it's not like
it was a fun experiment though. Who's even gonna read that, and who's jumping on it because I threw out the bait? You know,
like that's why I get really scared because I have like that.
You will be canceled 100%.
100%. Like
100%.
It's coming. 100%. I go for just like the laugh and I go for jokes and people see that in different ways. That's why like it's very subjective, where it's like you either hate me or you don't. Or you don't. Like what's that called? Like there's no way to like see what I do and then like analyze it. It's either you don't like it or you do like it. But I think with this cancel culture, I can't believe you said like, oh, you'll get canceled.
Of course, man. I keep telling you like for a year or something, you will definitely be canceled. And I'm kind of surprised it didn't happen yet. So Godspeed, mate.
I've had a lot of chances.
Oh yeah.
I don't know what. Maybe I know people in high places. But yeah, it's a very scary slope. Long story short, Insup will be back in 14 days. Yeah. I hope when he comes back, he has like a good way to like recharge his stream, get his sub count back up. 14 days is a long time of not streaming. So maybe he can appeal it too, get it a little shorter, but he'll be back. And, I honestly, I kind of, I don't really have an opinion on this. I don't really care. This kind of shit doesn't bother me. I'm not going to go with my pitchfork and see what's up. I just thought I'd ask you because, you kind of like jumping on this shit usually.
True, I do. But this one wasn't really too crazy for me. It was a little intoxicated. I think all of them were a little intoxicated. Looking at the Twitter of the girl, like streaming and drinking, streaming and drinking, streaming and drinking, streaming and having a little drink. So it's not too far-fetched to assume that they were not really sober at that point either. So I guess, it's kind of shitty for Insup, but I'm sure he's creative enough. Like, he's one of my favorite Warcraft streamers. I'm pretty sure he's creative enough to make something off of it when he comes back. Like, I don't know, man. Make a little countdown. Like, hype people up for your return. Do YouTube videos maybe in between if you're bored. And then, like, he did one of the most entertaining stuff in all of Warcraft 3 streaming history with, like, the tier list of who's the strongest or best fighter in the Warcraft scene or something. That's the Insup gold content there, and I hope we see more of that.
Yeah, he put me way too low. Put me way too low.
You put yourself way too low, buddy.
I don't know. Like, I can go, I think. I can go. He put me too low. He put me like can't even fight, which I thought was insulting.
He put me way too high, I think, which was nice.
Yeah, but that's because you're tall. You're tall. It's hard to get up there.
I'm not tall at all. I'm like
can't get up there.
177 or something. I don't know what that is.
You're like 5'11".
Dude, 177 centimeters in feet. That's 5'8".
You're 5'8"? Dude, you tower over me. Am I not 5'6"? Oh no.
What's 5'6"?
I can't be shorter than 5'6", dude. It's over for me. Let's talk about some good news. Let's change subjects. There's some good news. There's some good news.
I was so happy with being also like I was so miserable the past 2 weeks, and this week I got two news. One I got a little outdated. The news is actually older, but I read them this week. So yeah, I know this might be like people know it already. It's not breaking news, but it was news to me this week. So shut up. So we talked a little bit about W3IL last time, right? Quite a bit, actually. Mm-hmm. So this is amazing news. This league was founded by David of War3 Info and Ugri and another person that I will mention later. So Ugri opened a bar in France. He said, I'm a little fed up with Warcraft. I got a lot of stuff to do. I'm like a barkeeper in my own bar right now. I have to take care of business and my family. And I just moved back from China to France, so everything is a little much. I'm outie. And Ugri is back. That is so awesome. He's one of my best friends in the scene, I believe. He kept me sane for many, many years when you weren't part of my environment. Especially during WCA.
Oh, do I keep you sane now?
Like, you either drive me super crazy or you keep me sane. Like, it's a wild ride with you so far. But it's the same with Ugri, or was the same with Ugri at least. Especially at around WCA 2016. I was banging my head against walls non-stop, like in an insane asylum or something, and he calmed me down. So having Ugri back in the scene is amazing. He already posted his first article on War3 Info, which I think is amazing, because this is exactly what we mentioned last week as well, right? People just have to rise up to the occasion and create some content, and written content. Like, when is there ever a battle report or a summary? It's even rare to get a written tournament announcement that is not on Twitter or socials or Discords or whatever. So Ugri writing articles again. I love Ugri's articles. I'm not agreeing 100% on it, but that doesn't matter. It's an opinion piece where he's raising the question if we need a War3 Super League or not, and if that would be doable. And this might be a longer topic for another podcast, because I think it's super interesting. But I think there's a couple of points where I would talk, like, pro and contra, obviously. Probably more cons, being a little more involved in that. But anyway, Ugri is back as an admin for War3 Info League, and that is nothing but super amazing and made me very, very happy. How do you like it?
Yeah, so I read this. I've been trying to make a Warcraft 3 Super League. I'm literally trying to do that next month with the Dust League Super League. It's going to be NA, EU, and hopefully Asia. The problem is I don't see it as hopeful as he did in his article. He wrote that there is the technology to do that. Yes, but is it the fairest? No. Is it even fair at all? I don't think so. And there has to be compromise from the players' perspective and the admins. That's the biggest issue. I think for Warcraft 3, War3 Info League has had the best chance, or sorry, Flow, War3 Champions has had the best chance of making like fair competition online, but it's a long ways away. But having Ugri back is good news. I think he does a lot of good work. You obviously like him. I never really got to see what he did for the most part, because I was kind of doing my thing in NA when he was doing the Europe thing. And I'm not too sure what impact he had on War3 Info League or anything. But if you're happy, that's good. I liked War3 Info League from season 1 to 3.
I can totally see you guys clashing, by the way. This is gonna be fun.
Why is that? I get along with everyone.
Everyone, huh?
I'm a man of the people.
Alrighty. You both are oftentimes very sure that you're right, and I see that clashing like two wild oxes.
Well, I am right.
See?
And they're wrong.
Yeah, but he's French. He's thinking the same, so...
There's more. There's more to this. There's more good news.
Yeah!
More people came back. Yeah.
Because another one of my favorite people is back. I just saw this. So I am in the War3 Champions Discord for Event Orga, but due to Dreamhack and being a little fed up with everything, I didn't read it in the past 2 weeks. So today I got a little bit of time, and felt like, okay, maybe there's something interesting in there. Let's check it out. And I saw the name Duro. I was like, what the fuck? Did I just time travel a year and a half back and see like this god of organizing and adminning? He's He's actually back. He felt a little burned out as well from the Warcraft scene, which happens to a lot. Duro, also founding father of War3 Info League. He ran pretty much every Rising Star Cups for us and with us, every WGL qualifier, or most of the WGL qualifiers we ever did, the Back2Warcraft Cups, the Invitationals, like whatever we did, Duro was with us, and he took so much work off my shoulders, being so easy to work with, while, like, he's not a yay sayer, so he's not just sucking my balls saying, yeah, Neo, you're the best, I'm gonna do what you say. We had some big fights over stuff, but I always valued his opinion because he's pretty smart and he's thinking a lot about stuff. He had, of course, some ideas that weren't perfect, like the Swiss system in W3IL, but then he left the scene and couldn't really fix it, and now he's kind of back for W3IL and also doing War3 Champions, or helping War3 Champions, which is something that we said on the podcast is absolutely necessary. But when we said that on the podcast, I wouldn't even dream about the guy being Duro. That's like
so crazy.
Best
it's
case.
So I literally said last week that they have to change something up, and then they just like completely revamp the team. It's like they're all Patreons getting the podcast in real time and reacting to it. I give myself credit for all of these changes. I think I think it's good. You know, Duro, we've had our complications in the past. We definitely have, you know, being an NA team. I've always considered War3 Info League a European league. So that's where we've always clashed. We're like the fairness for NA players, but overall, I think their mission is the right one, and I think
to be fair,
people.
To be a little fair, when you had your arguments, flow wasn't even a thing, like not even a thought, I guess.
I don't remember. I remember there was flow for season 3.
I don't think that's.
Maybe that's not right, but either way, we had to suffer with even worse. Was, you know, a lot of European hosts, and that was whatever the European server is on BNet, and we kind of had to bite the bullet and take some shitty rulings just on the norm, because we didn't want to argue with people because we would just lose anyway. But we still kicked ass despite having the ping differential because we're fucking ballers. But
we're
yeah. I mean, nobody wants to play team leagues anymore. But I think if they change this up, you know, marketing, obviously there's some people behind the scenes that are trying to build it and actually make a go of it. The old crew is back. I like to see some progress here, you know. Put your money where your mouth is. I also have a problem with people, you know, getting burnt out and retiring and then just coming back later. It's like, just fucking don't leave in the first place, you know?
No, I think it's like that's a year ago. So many things can change.
Yeah, but that was like a stressful leave, right? It was like, oh, you know, I can't stand it. Like, it's just too much for me.
You have
like,
no idea, man. You have absolutely no idea. You shouldn't judge people when they leave the scene about why they leave the scene. That's so horseshit, man.
That's what I saw. I saw a stressed out guy. You know, he kind of got run in. So now it's going to change. I mean, I want to see the change. It looked like the weight was just caving in on him, and it was too much.
Yeah, because of team orgas like you just give.
Well, I'm out now. So let's see what's up.
Well, there's still Satan. So
if I see another 6 month, I'm done again. It's like, dude, are you helping or?
Dude, he didn't even say something about it. Like, we bring this up. There wasn't a single tweet announcing this. He's just dipping his toes back in and helping, and we're kind of blowing this out of proportion now. And
it's good.
And you're sitting there already, like, you have to commit your life to Warcraft again. No, absolutely not. You're so wrong on this.
No, I just want to see. I want to see something. Show me something. Make me want to join the team leagues again. That's fair to say. Bring me back. Make me beg for the dust spot back. That's what I want. I want you to make me so hungry.
Dude, nobody cares if Dust is playing the league or not.
I want you to get me so hungry to get back involved that I'm begging, frothing at the mouth.
How would you get your players to play that league?
What do you mean? I would get them motivated. That's the job of the team league, no? It's not my job.
You wouldn't get them to play the team league, I'm pretty sure.
Probably not.
Yeah, I'm really cool that things are happening around War 3 Info League and War 3 Champions. They did a good job in the past 2 weeks, rethinking some stuff and getting new people in, and whether it is just for a season or for one final weekend or something, but it's really, really cool that I got the old buddies back in the scene after.
Do you think Ugri or Duro take over as like TO for War 3 Champs or just War 3 Info League?
Aren't you listening to me?
You didn't mention their involvement with War 3 Champions, did you?
I did.
What'd you say?
You
Are they
never listen to me.
So is it Duro?
I even put it in our internal team chat, but you're not only not listening to me, you're also not reading my shit.
Don't put me on blast. What did he say? What did you say?
I said Duro's back organizing W3C finals. Hard.
You did say that. I read it. I forgot it.
And then I mentioned it on the podcast, and you're still not listening.
Okay, so instead of putting me on blast, like, this is the thing. Why do you always shit on me? Instead of just putting me on blast, why don't you say, like, oh yeah, I said that? Why don't you just say, like, oh yeah, I said that, you must have forgotten, but he's running the War 3 Champions. That's all you had to say. Because
I'm trying to educate you to focus on what I say.
I have nothing.
You can only learn when you listen from to my wisdom.
I have a attention, the thingamajigger. I can't focus. I got the attention thing.
Bidu, you know what a problem is?
Don't make fun of my mental incapabilities, all right? What's that?
We're once again past the 1 hour mark, and we once again didn't touch the subject we want to touch for 4 weeks now.
It's becoming a running joke. Can we just do it next one? Can we just start with
joke? Maybe we have to do it next time. But we got some questions, and the questions are really good. So we do.
Yes, they are.
We make this an XL episode to celebrate that I'm getting better and I'm getting vacation and that Duro and Ugri are back, and something must be good on your end as well.
Yeah, let's make it what the hell? I'm doing all right. Yeah, I'm okay. Let's go in with some of these questions here. Let's start with this one from Namak. Says, not sure if that is something you can comment on, but since you sponsor War 3 Champions heavily, which Back2Warcraft does, how much does it cost every month to keep it alive? Like, how much do the servers cost to run, basically? That's a good question.
That is a very good question. We announced that around Christmas was our little Christmas gift to the community and to the War 3 Champions team, because we don't want them to think about monetization so much. We want them to deliver a good product.
Mistake! Go ahead. Sorry. I just heard something in my ear.
Yeah, I can imagine. So it changes per month because it depends on how heavy you use the servers, and if there's a lot of usage, then it costs a little more, and if not, then it's a little cheaper. But it's around 200. Oh, now I'm not sure. Euros or dollars? I think it's euros. It's around 200 euros a month. So for this year that we promised, it's round about $2,500 euros. But that is just for a couple of the flow servers. I think it's not even for all of the flow servers, because they added quite a few afterwards. And it's not for the homepage, I think. And the team doesn't get anything from that money either, so it's worth supporting them on Patreon so they can support the infrastructure and themselves.
By the way, I wasn't saying supporting them was a mistake. I said having them not focus on monetization was a mistake, which is a topic I've wanted to cover for like 5 weeks.
We have to postpone that. Ricky. It's too big of a topic.
I'm not saying that I'm not saying supporting War 3 Champions is a mistake. That was not what I was saying. Not having them focus on monetization was. Yeah, I think that's a really good thing for you to do. That was a really nice. When I read that, I was like, wow, that was a really nice thing to do. And I was also reading that, going like, well, I mean, he's rich as fuck, so he might as well.
Yeah, rich as fuck. Didn't even go to the barber in like 2 months now.
I can't get a haircut till July now.
Just do it yourself.
July, I can't get a haircut. What am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do for the people on YouTube? What am I supposed to do, man? Like another month and a half. What am I supposed to do?
Shave
I'm
it
not
off.
a hat guy.
Shave it off.
Shave it off. I don't have the balls. Save orcas again. Curl. My hair's naturally curly. Look at the curl.
Yeah, but curl them even more.
Like pigtails. We'll think about it. Maybe I'll get dreads. Okay, Save Orcas with another question. It goes, what are the first offline tournaments that are expected to happen? How big is the pipeline for such tournaments for the fall and winter? Do you think it would be possible for Back to Warcraft and War 3 Champions of the community to found a seasonal event like War 3 Champions Fall or War 3 Champions Spring to bring the best 16 players in the world to play in an offline tournament? There's a lot of questions here. We can answer the first one. What are the first offline tournaments that are expected to happen? I would say China Dreamhack Grand Finals next year.
Wrong. It's already announced, man.
There's a LAN before that?
Yeah, there's a LAN in Novosibirsk, Russia. It's the Russian Cyber Games. The qualifiers are soon, TM. The news was somewhere on there. The dates are confirmed already. I just don't have them in my head. So there's a Western qualifier, 2 Western qualifiers, and there's also an Asian qualifier. So apparently they can bring people to Novosibirsk and they can play for money in an offline environment. That's all I know about it. How
many players? You don't know anything like that?
I don't know, but it's supposed to be in August. It was on the post was in Gornland Harbor. The news is on Good Game. Does it say how many people qualify?
I'm on the website right now.
Okay, four players. So the winner of each qualifier. 4 players will go to the LAN. It's Vladivostok, not Novosibirsk. Vladivostok, where they will fight for a prize of, I think it's 5,000 euros or something, or dollars.
There's 2 Europe qualifiers and 2 Asia qualifiers. Great!
Yeah. And the LAN is in...
So what if an American wins the European qualifier? Are they going to fly him out?
It's a Western qualifier, so yeah, probably. I'm not sure how that works, but yeah. All LAN quotas are paid by the organizers of Wcg 2021, including flights and accommodation. So yeah.
Okay, I'll have to get my boys in. Cruncher and Hitman are going to play in this.
Okay. Yeah, that's going to be the first offline tournament. We're not going to be part of that. I'm not even sure if we cover the qualifiers. But apparently that's the first LAN that opens up again, which is really curious. Like, I'm really curious about that. I don't know how things are in Russia. But yeah, interesting. And then... Yeah, it's... Since... Like, nothing is happening in Americas, apparently, since... If BlizzCon is not happening, then nothing else is happening. I think that's very, very safe to say.
Yeah. So other than this Russian LAN with 8 players going to it, the next one would probably be China DreamHack Finals, assuming that it's fine. And then we're just waiting for COVID
I think
to clear up.
We can expect winter 21. Maybe WGL winter as well. If a lot of players are there for Beijing anyway, just fly them over to Shanghai. Should be cool. Then, is WCG coming back is another question, because they were pretty hyped about Warcraft in 2019 in Xi'an, and then the Connected Edition 2020 with 2 leagues, with the Team League and the 1-on-1 League. So if WCG is doing something, I mean, they had LAN finals kind of last time already, right? With the Chinese being in the studio in China and the Koreans being in the studio in Korea. That could at the very least happen again. But yeah, winter. I don't think stuff is happening in the fall because it's so uncertain. And when you plan all of this and then it falls through, it's way too expensive. Even if you have insurance and stuff, you just can't afford that as an esports organizer, especially not if you're supporting Warcraft 3. Yeah, my best guess would be, if anything is happening, then it's definitely ESL Beijing. That's if something is allowed, that is happening for sure. The next one would be WGL. Then if something's happening, like if WCG is happening, I think they do that too. So it could be a hot winter.
Oh, nice. Pun intended. Do you think it's realistic that Back to Warcraft War 3 Champions, the community, can fund their own LAN?
Depends on what you expect from the LAN. Like, do you expect people to travel there and play the games at one location. It's super easy. Do you want a cool broadcast on top of it? Then there's pretty much no chance. It's so expensive. It is.
What if we do the broadcast? What if we do the broadcast like we're doing it right now, and then we have the players at the LAN and one admin making sure everything's running?
Too expensive.
One admin, 8 players, and then you running the production from home. How is that expensive?
Running the production from home, so I can't be there.
Nope.
What the fuck? So
it'll be more expensive.
How would you show the players?
Cameras.
What cameras?
The cameras that we attach to the LAN and give you the link to.
And who brings the cameras? What cameras?
We bring the cameras. All Logitech Brios. Put them right on the monitor. Like that. There's happy. There's happy right in your face. 8 monitors, 8 Logitech Brios. They're $200 a pop.
That will look pretty cheap, I guess. Where do you get the lighting from?
What do you want us to do?
Where do you get the lighting from?
We'll get lights. We're in a place, right? We'll get like a church hall. Got lights in there.
The Church of Warcraft, eh?
Yeah, we'll put a couple banners behind. We'll rent a church.
Remo probably has connections.
Yeah, you know.
People don't really know how expensive a production is. It's definitely 5 figures just for the lowest end of production. The lowest you can get.
Is it realistic? That's the question. Is it realistic that we can raise enough money to do it? No.
Absolutely not.
There you go.
If there's not a super sick whale coming up that says, hey, here's $50,000. Produce an event for me.
Do you need 50,000?
Pretty sure.
I mean, how much of that is flights? I mean, flights, what? $2,000 each?
Flight is one of the cheapest things. Flights and accommodation is not a heavy position on the cost there.
I really think we can go cheaper. I think if there's a whale listening to this podcast and you got 20,000, I'll make it happen.
Where do you get the 8 computers? Like, that is pretty expensive, and then you have to set them up a day or 2 prior. You have to set up all the network.
Labor's the whole point. That's the whole point. Labor's fine.
Do you know how to set up a network?
No, but I can contract someone to do that for me.
Yeah, and who pays that?
What do you mean? You'd get a venue that has network in there.
And how expensive is that?
I don't know, but you could find something cheap. I'm in Canada. You can rent a hall right now. If you say it's under 10 people, like, you could totally rent a hall.
I think it's
got everything.
Underestimating things a lot.
Am I a dreamer? Am I a dreamer?
Absolutely. It sounds super cool to do, and it could be nice with a lot of DIY help, but that is then unpaid workforce that just comes from the community. But it has to be at that place as well, so I don't see that as realistic. There has to be a certain infrastructure like there was for the Iron Couch at Take TV, but then Take TV has to do it for super cheap, or I guess without any profit on their side. Otherwise, it's just not reasonable.
Okay, well, your dreams are shattered. Yeah. Bucko, thanks for the question. Save Orcas. We'll get there soon. I think, you know what? I'm more optimistic than that. I think it's doable. Okay. You do need cash, but I think it's doable. Like, do you think the Home Story Cup costs a lot of money?
Oh yeah.
Before season 1?
Before season 1.
Like season 1, do you think, like, before they got the big bucks?
Dude, that was season 13 years ago or something.
Yeah.
And they got all the equipment from ESL.
So we'll get all the equipment from ESL. you got the hookup, dude. Let's go, baby.
Call it the ESL
Cup. Call it the ESL Cup. There you go.
Sure.
We'll give them the computers back. I'm just gonna rent them.
All right, that's it. Right, 1 minute 14, 1 hour 14 minutes.
Let's not end on an awkward note. You know what, Neo? You enjoy your vacation. Next time I see you, you'll be a little bit in. Meisterschaft will be done. We'll talk about that. I can't wait for you to just enjoy a month off. We're not exaggerating when we say that this guy hasn't really taken time off. He hasn't. So this is like a big deal for him. I want you to enjoy it. I don't want you to look at Discord. despite the fact that even I'm going to message you about stuff and I'm going to get really pissed when you don't answer me, I don't want you to look at Discord, okay?
I'm going to delete it from my phone.
Just delete the app. Just delete the app. And we're going to delete this one. Wait, no, we're not. We're going to ship it out. Thanks for watching. Let's give some Patron shoutouts.
Patron shoutouts, exactly. What can people find on Patreon, Ricky? Did you learn from last week? Why should they become a patron?
Well, there's a lot of perks.
Exactly.
Yeah, there's a lot of perks.
Yeah?
If you are
Did you learn them? Did you learn them? Did you do your vocabulary work?
Okay, let me try, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, so the basic one is the tomato, which is basically just like your basic support, which we love. A lot of people have actually been doing the tomato, and we love you for it. As you move on, it's the Theory Crafter, which you have the podcast, which is 1 week in advance. You also get Q&A. And then you get to ask us questions if you are in the Theory Crafter. The next one is Remo, which is the coach. And you get priority Q&A, and you also get priority Theory Craft. We also get music and movie recommendations. Neo, I think, is showing our custom game evening, which is this Friday. That is the next one, which is the Prophet. Prophet, you get coaching from, or you get 45. You get a video analysis. God, I'm really trying to do this willy-nilly. Don't interrupt me, okay? For this one, you get like Carson and Remo, or whoever you want, will do like a personalized video of like your coaching. So if you want like a replay analysis, they will send you like a personalized video analyzing the replay, helping you out. Two of the greatest minds in the game, so it's definitely worth it. And then you get access to the custom game in-house, which we're doing on Friday, I think, this Friday. So hell yeah, I'm excited. If you move on to the Midas, you get actual 45-minute coaching session with Remo or Carson. They'll sit down in a video call with you. Remo will take his shirt off if you ask nicely, and help you with whatever you need. They know the matchups. They know they can help you out. I know Carson has been working with a lot of people consistently for like a couple months, and they're going from like 900 MMR to like 1500. In fact, one of the orcs, Carson said, can beat my ass now. So that's he couldn't beat my ass before. So very, very cool. Also, you get a Back2Warcraft VIP in our Twitch chat. And then, of course, you know, the golden goat is Nubaquakes, and he's just the greatest. So it's 500. It's a huge contribution. I can't believe but he, I can't believe it because he's absolutely insane. Yes. There's a lot of good perks. Access to the podcast, I think, is really cool. But also like the coaching aspect is a really big thing, and Carson and Remo are really putting in a lot of time helping people out. They have consistent Patreon people asking for consistent coaching, and they're liking it. They're doing it. They're re-upping all the time. So if you want to get better at the game, if you want to ask us a question about behind the scenes, all of this can be accessed through the Patreon, and it helps us out.
Do you know what I like most? My music recommendation. I just put out the second Patreon EP, and I time traveled a little bit to my childhood, to growing up in Wiesmoor, East Frisia, Northern Germany, youth centers, punk rock, leached music, MP3.
Youth centers? Were you a troubled child?
Oh no! Isn't youth center the word for like where teenagers hang out?
Oh, like youth centers, like where I'm at, is like where young criminals go, like in a youth center. Like, like where they're not old enough to go to jail, but like they go to like a youth.
No, that's not what I mean. No, I wasn't.
Oh, okay. You meant like a community thing.
Oh yeah, maybe you should rephrase that in the post then. But yeah, I time traveled to how I started to like the music that I love now, and what influenced me on what level, and what opened my ears for the future, etc., etc. So basically, how I started to listen to the music that I choose. And yeah, a little deep dive into childhood Neo. Get some personality here on our Patreon. We got amazing Midas Patreons. That is Toxie, that is Teggy, that is Nem, that is Save Orcas, that is Scription. Shout out to you, my man. Good luck in the bronze cups and silver cups. We got the Prophet tier people, Dondolare, Jay Getz, and Padrut. We are very, very thankful that a lot of you are with us, and even upping your membership, continuing and upping your membership. That is absolutely incredible. All the links in the description, of course. And that is the podcast for this week. Was this episode 10, by the way?
10, baby.
Damn.
We're flying through them. 2.5 months. You sick of me yet? Well, obviously you're taking a month off. That goes without saying.
Yeah.
You never took a month off before.
I never took a month off before. This podcast is making me crazy. It's only you, Ricky.
All right. We'll see you guys next week with we got a lot of Warcraft 3 casting. I know we're going to try to cover a lot of events. Channel's going to be bumping even without Neo, so lots of Back to Warcraft, lots of Warcraft 3, and we'll be back next week with an update of how that's all going. We'll see you guys next week.
Peace.